Okay. Bringing you step there.
Hey, what's the idea?
Hey folks. Brendan, what's the most pleasing aspect of that picture?
I think how we manage the game. We're playing against a very good side, a side that can really hurt you, especially like today in counter-attack. Thought we should have been in front in the first half. We had a couple of really good chances, and but didn't become frustrated. You know, we talked about it at half time. You know, these games are always going to be tight. So came out the second half, kept our concentration, and I thought once we got the first goal, I thought we then had really good control of the game, both with and without the ball, and that was the area that really pleased me, because allowed the development of the team to learn how to manage that, and like I say, we kept a clean sheet. So yeah, so all round a very good win for us.
Are you in the title race now, Brendan?
Hey,
Are you in the title race now?
no, we're not really thinking about that. You know, we're just thinking of, you know, developing the team and making them better, and that's been the focus since I first came in.
You're in second place now, and you do look well worth second place. I know you will tell us all to calm down, and it's November, etc., but you don't look misplaced in second, and it's a freaky season. You look like, yeah, that's pretty much where you should be, or